Most people driving down a quiet rural road never imagine they could suddenly find themselves at the center of a deadly crime scene. But what happened on an Alberta roadway turned into a shocking murder case that would leave one man dead, another wounded, and an entire community searching for answers. And when the jury finally delivered its verdict after hours of tense deliberations, the emotional reaction inside the courtroom said everything. Hey everyone, welcome back to Unix Media, I'm Sagar. Today we're looking at a tragic case that has captured widespread attention after two men were found guilty in the roadside killing of Colin Hough, a 45-year-old county employee whose final moments became a key part of a lengthy murder trial. The case dates back to August 6, 2024, when what appeared to be a stranded vehicle on a rural road quickly escalated into a nightmare. According to testimony presented during the trial, FortisAlberta surveyor Matthew Andres encountered two men whose vehicle appeared to have a flat tire. At first glance, it may have looked like a routine roadside situation. But within moments, everything changed. Prosecutors told the court that one of the men suddenly shot Andres through the arm. Then things became even more terrifying. A gun was reportedly pointed at his head while demands were made for his vehicle keys. Somehow, Andres managed to escape. But what he witnessed next would become one of the most important pieces of testimony in the entire case. As he watched from a distance, the truck used by the suspects was allegedly set on fire. Then another vehicle approached the scene. Behind the wheel was Colin Hough. And this is where the story takes an even darker turn. Investigators say Hough drove up, likely trying to understand what was happening. Instead, prosecutors argued that the two men ran toward his vehicle and opened fire. Hough was struck multiple times. His vehicle was stolen, and he was left fatally wounded on the roadway. What makes this case especially chilling is that Andres could not positively identify the attackers. He testified that the men were masked during the encounter. For a time, that raised major questions about whether prosecutors could prove who was responsible. But investigators continued building the case. Evidence collected from the scene included a .45 caliber bullet found near where Hough collapsed and a 9mm shell casing near the location where Andres had been wounded. Hough's stolen vehicle was later discovered abandoned, adding another critical piece to the investigation. Then came the arrests. Arthur Penner, age 37, was taken into custody just days later. Elijah Strawberry, 29, remained on the run longer before eventually being located at a residence on Oki'e's First Nation roughly a month after the shooting. As the trial unfolded, jurors were shown evidence that included video footage captured by a nearby semi-truck driver. The footage reportedly showed a figure moving through the intersection before collapsing onto the road. For many following the case, those images became a heartbreaking reminder of Hough's final moments. Now here's where the courtroom drama intensified. Jurors spent approximately 14 hours deliberating before reaching their decision. When they returned, both Penner and Strawberry were found guilty of second-degree murder. They were also convicted on 2 counts of armed robbery connected to the theft of Hough's vehicle and the attempted theft involving Andres. One charge did not remain. The attempted murder counts were withdrawn by the judge, resulting in acquittals on those specific allegations. But the murder and robbery convictions carry extremely serious consequences. Following the verdict, one of the most emotional moments came not from the defendants but from Hough's family. His wife, Lori Hough, embraced prosecutor Fotini Popadatu and reportedly told her, "I love you." It was a powerful moment that reflected the long and painful journey the family had endured while seeking justice. Both convicted men now face mandatory life sentences under Canadian law. The next major question is parole eligibility. Jurors were asked to provide recommendations, with suggested periods ranging from 10 years to the maximum 25 years before parole consideration. But even now, the legal process isn't over. Defense lawyers have requested additional reports ahead of sentencing, including GLADU reports, which are often used in Canadian courts when sentencing Indigenous offenders. A forensic mental assessment has also been requested for Strawberry. Sentencing arguments are not expected until later in the year, meaning this case still has another chapter ahead. For many people, this story serves as a sobering reminder of how quickly ordinary moments can turn into tragedy. A routine workday ended with one man losing his life, another narrowly surviving, and multiple families forever affected by the consequences of violence. As this case moves toward sentencing, many are still asking the same question: what should justice look like in a case like this? Do you believe the jury reached the right verdict, and what do you think the parole eligibility period should be? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this report informative, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for more major developments and breaking stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.